Astros players aren't going to get punished by Major League Baseball, then we're going to punish you.
I feel like every single guy over there needs a beating.
I just don't think it holds any value with you know, you cheated and you didn't earn it.
It is no secret that the Houston Astros are officially the most hated team in all of baseball, if not all of sports. It's nice that it isn't us for a change, but in this video today, we're going to show you some Astros players getting beamed, some Astros players getting booed. But before we do that, we're going to take a look at some reactions from the biggest stars in all of baseball, including Erin Judge, Mike Trout, Cody Bellinger, all of that, Nick Markakis. We definitely got a ton to go over in this video, but two things real quick before we do get started. One, subscribe if you are new. We just crossed 20K. We're looking to get even bigger. Two, make sure you don't forget to use code NYYHR for 20 bucks off your SeatGeek.com purchase. All right, with that all out of the way, let's get into the reactions. Some of the craziest reactions from all MLB stars. We're gonna lead off with Nick Markakis. As you guys saw in my nice little rock and roll intro that I made, Nick Markakis, he mentioned beating people up, which easily has to be the most aggressive out of all these reactions. Here's the clip, Nick Markakis talking about the Houston Astros.
You know, it's anger. I feel like every single guy over there needs a beating.
I think every single guy over there needs a beating. That is what I like to hear. I ain't got nothing to hide. I have no issue. Can you imagine that? If Nick Markakis, saving Erin Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, Mike Trout, imagine they all decided to just beat the living shit out of the Houston Astros. Now, that'll never happen, but just imagine in like a separate reality, an alternate universe, if that could happen, who would have a problem with that? Next clip is going to be Cody Bellinger. Now, this is one of my favorite ones because he mentions how Erin Judge was brutally robbed in 2017 of MVP. Here's Cody Bellinger talking about that.
I thought Manfred's punishment was weak, giving him immunity. You know, I think what people don't realize is Altuve stole an MVP from Judge in 17.
Now, of course, all MLB teams, all players have every right to be pissed about this, but even more notably, the Dodgers and the Yankees. So we're going to stick with that theme for the next clip. Clayton Kershaw has some comments on it, and then we'll get into some Yankees in a bit, and then we'll also hear from Mike Trout.
It probably had an effect. I mean, without knowing for sure what's going on, you really have no idea. So, without like knowing exact specifics, how can I answer that question?
Do you want those specifics? What's that? Do you want those specifics?
It'd be awesome if you could know every pitch, that they knew something that was coming and which pitch and all that stuff. But you know what? It's not going to happen, and I'm okay with it. I've made peace with it. I'm moved on. As
you guys see, Clayton Kershaw, he was one of the calmer MLB players, but still with some pretty serious comments. He definitely feels cheated out of a World Series. I know Cody Bellinger feels cheated out of a World Series. Erin Judge, he's going to be the next guy we're going to take a look at. Here's Judge's comments on the Houston Astros and why he's pissed off, why he feels the Astros championship has no validity whatsoever.
To hear that you got cheated out of that opportunity, that's tough to kind of, you know, let go, you know, but that's why I'm glad we can talk about this now, so we can let it go and move on to 2020, because we got a pretty good team and a lot of important things we want to do. And then with Bellinger, man, I agree with a lot of the things he said, you know, and he went out there and spoke his mind, and, you know, I really, you know, don't want to get into the, you know, the whole, you know, if Altuve stole a, you know, MVP or not, because that really don't matter. You know, it's over with, man. And, you know, the biggest thing is, you know, I got to make sure next time I don't keep the vote so close, I guess. You know, try to go out there and win it outright, you know, so there's no, you know, no question.
If there's one player who should be the most pissed out of all this, it's tough to say it shouldn't be Erin Judge. I mean, think about his rookie year. He was cheated out of an MVP award and a trip to the World Series, which that team very well could have won. And I will say, it is nice, you know, as a Yankees fan, being able to hear some recognition, not just from the Yankees community on an MVP we know Judge deserved in 2017, cheating or not, but to hear guys like Cody Bellinger, also Bryce Harper, he had some comments as well. Here's the clip for that.
You know, guys like Erin Judge, you know, going through in 17, absolutely, you know, killing it that year, and you know, gets beat out by, you know, a great player in Altuve. So I mean, it's just guys like that, you know, that really miss out on things, or you know, a guy that comes up for his first start and they have his signs and he gets absolutely shelled for 7 or 8, and they send him back down. They never come back to the big leagues.
Now, before we get into some Astros getting heavily booed and beamed, let's see what Mike Trout had to say. Now, this is probably my favorite one. This is the most powerful statement out of anybody, simply for the fact that, one, he is the greatest player in the game right now, on his way to arguably being the best player in baseball history, and he's, like Judge, not really a guy that will speak up like that. He usually tends to be a little bit more reserved, doesn't speak up as much as one might want him to. He kind of keeps to himself, but here's a clip of Mike Trout bashing the Astros.
Me going up to the plate knowing what's coming would be pretty fun up there. So, you know, it's just, like I said, it's a lot of guys lost respect for some of the guys, and it seems like every day something new comes out. So.
If by any chance any Astros fans are watching this video, I just want to hear your guys' thoughts. What is it like to have all these MLB players, MLB stars, so against your team? Guys like Mike Trout, Erin Judge, Cody Bellinger. I mean, these are big name players that are openly coming out and bashing your team relentlessly. It is going to be such a fun year to watch the Houston Astros get what they deserve. Now, they're still going to be good. Don't get me wrong. I think they're going to win the AL West in 2020. But what they're also going to win is the title for most hit by pitches in a season. A lot of Astros so far, just into spring training, have gotten beamed. Now, I'm not saying there's any intent by these hit by pitches, but there might be, who knows. But here's some clips of some Houston Astros so far into spring training getting beamed, including Jose Altuve, Alex Bregman, and some others. Let's take a look.
3 of the 4 runs today. Oh, breaking ball.
Yeah, that's an off-speed pitch. It got away. To see that.
That's no fun. 95 off the shoulder.
Timing was absolutely unfortunate for him as he takes the hit by pitch on the fastball up and in at 97.
So yeah, just what, 4 days into spring training, the Astros are already leading all of baseball in hit by pitches. I got 2 more funny clips I want to show you guys. The first one, a pissed off fan calls out Jose Altuve and his apparent tattoo, which was apparently the reason why he didn't want to take his jersey off after hitting a walk-off home run to send his team to the World Series off of Aroldis Chapman. Check out what this fan was saying to him while he was signing autographs.
Let's see the tattoo! Jose! Where's the tattoo, Jose?
Number 16, Victor Robles.
Where's the tattoo, Jose?
It's funny, notice that kid who was getting a ball signed by Altuve? The back of his jersey said respect. That is pretty ironic. He's getting a baseball signed by a player who has absolutely no integrity for the game, and neither do any of the players who have been a part of the Houston Astros organization that participated in this scheme, including George Springer, who he was playing against the Mets, got loudly booed, and watch this loser. He tries to hit like a 500-foot home run to try to shut up the haters, but let's just say this, he failed.
The affable George Springer. And he tried to hit the ball 17,000 miles in response to the boos.
If you guys think this is fun now, just wait until the regular season, because boy, it is going to be a whole lot worse for the Astros. I mean, think, this is a crowd of 10 to 15,000 people booing him. What is it going to be when it's 40 to 50,000? What is it going to be when the Houston Astros come to Yankee Stadium or go out to LA? I'm not sure if they play the Dodgers, but if they do, it's going to be a madhouse. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a good laugh. Fuck the cheating Houston Astros and everything they're about. It's going to be an absolute blast to see what's in store for them this year. But yeah, follow me on social media at Dan Allen Rourke on Twitter, at Yankees Avenue on Instagram. Use code NYYHR for 20 bucks off your SeatGeek purchase. That's going to do it for this video, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Let's go Yankees.
Her body's gold like September. She burns through the night like an ember. And all those things we try forgetting, I remember. But we say we all fine, we all fine.